out on the road. We're eating lunch. The mom of Bea attempted to call me this morning.
My mom also contacted me.
Okay.
But she's keeping things strictly sa chat and sa text. She informed me lang na I think because of the report na placed by your mom last night. Last night, diba?
Yeah.
Nakarating na sila. To which my mom informed me not to sign anything that could end up na makulong yung mom and dad ko. Yun yung message niya sa akin kanina.
Yeah.
And then now, minessage ko ng sister ko.
Okay. So I got Pao's message appealing to my senses, I suppose. I completely understand the side of, your family. And but I don't know how to force you, to take you where they want to meet you, in barangay or wherever. Because I can go now, I can drive you there, and you can, when we get there, you can open the door and just run. I don't know. But one thing's for sure, you're not being held against your will. You can open the door right now. You can leave if you want, Leave now, Bea.
Now?
Well,
Well,
after you eat.
Okay.
Okay, so anyway, on a serious note, there's no one here being held against their will. It's been really a tough 5 days because I have to manage everything. Everyone, including
Your mom.
my mom,
My
was
sister.
worried, my sister, the family of Bea. I know that you're frustrated, but I believe you have a way to communicate with Bea, video calls, and she's been telling you the same things over and over again. I have nothing. I'm not controlling her. It's not my decision. Now, if I leave her behind, I'm more worried, where she's gonna go, and I don't have any communication with her. I'm standing by her side,
But
being
then
a
again,
partner.
I don't want you or anyone to think na even if if hindi mo ako kasama or hindi ako sumama sa'yo, na I would just end up on the streets. No. Even before na I would have plans to leave the house now, even if hindi ako payagan, and they would tell me the same thing na pag umalis ka, make sure na mag-apply ka na ng trabaho, humuli ka na sa buhay, basically telling me to just umalis na ako sa bahay. If hindi ako susunod sa kanila, tuwing magsasabi sila na hindi ako pwedeng pumunta na kung ano man yung kala ko. And I've always had a plan in mind on where to go, who to contact, and where I feel safe. So I know every instance na may mangyayaring ganun, and pupush pa rin ako na umalis. Alam ko na hindi ako safe to go back that same day. Kasi mainit yung sitwasyon. I've been hurt before. Sinaktan na ako physically ng mom ko and ng dad ko. A lot happened before. Pero I was still hoping na when I left the house nung Monday is that I will let the situation cool down. Kasi I would get naman kung bakit ganun yung magiging reaction nila. And I took time that day to respond to them, to tell them kung ano yung nasa isip ko, what I was planning to do that day. Pero they took it to an extreme. Yung reaction nila, they got so many people involved to an extent na what they said isn't even the complete truth. I'm getting messages, feedback from other people about yung situation, yung nangyayari, but they never got an understanding as to why I left, kung ano yung explanation ko to my parents. Nagkakaroon lang sila ng updates na kinuha ako ni Rose or I'm being held captive by Rose, which is not true. And I've explained that to other people then that message me, yung friends ko, yung family namin sa side ng mom ko.
Now, I feel that I don't really have any say, um, and I have no business between Bea and her family. But I got caught here because Bea, decides to stay with me, and I want to make sure that she's safe, and she's looked after. Um, I blocked the sister of Bea, Pao. I blocked you because you started contacting everyone. You contacted my friends. You contacted who knows who you're
Our
gonna.
friends
Yeah,
from Siargao,
yeah, and who knows who else
my
you might
friends, your
contact,
sister.
and I don't want to get things out of hand. I'm also getting constant messages from your parents, getting calls. This is something I cannot do because I'm also communicating with a lot of people, you know, day to day, because I have a business. So I cannot get you in the way of that. So I had no choice to block you, and I'm not hiding, Bea. It's her decision not to show up, but anytime that she decides to, and maybe now we're talking to a lawyer as well. We want to know, if what we're gonna do is the correct way to handle the situation. So um, you probably, you just have to give us some time, or Bea. Um, but my question to Bea is, because I want this to be cleared out from the get-go, when we saw or agreed to meet up last Monday, because I wasn't aware of what happened. I know we're gonna meet up that afternoon, and then when she was on the way, she didn't say anything about any commotion that happened prior to that. But then I suddenly got messages from her sister that, hey Rose, Bea, I believe, is on the way to Antipolo to see you. My parents did not allow her to. Um, that was a surprise message, and I did not have any idea of what happened then. And then I saw her when she arrived. I asked her, you know, um, what happened with you and Pao, and that's the only time that I learned about, you know, um, the commotion that happened between them before she left. That the sister was trying to stop her from leaving, and then the Grab driver, cannot leave.
Yeah.
Anyway, I don't know the exact.
I was being forced to stay.
Okay.
She tried to get herself into the Grab car in the passenger seat, but the driver informed her na bawal po talaga umupo sa harap. Since it's for their safety then, because of the pandemic, because of COVID. And I was already inside the back seat. So my sister kept having her hands on the door, trying to keep it open. So I had to push her off the door so I could leave. I was being forced to stay with her because I know that she has already contacted my parents, and she was just trying to stall time for them to get there, to inevitably maybe force me to go back to our house, to go with them. So I really felt pressured during that time, but I knew that I had to leave because I didn't feel safe.
So my question to her is, was this premeditated? Did you plan it before seeing me? Because I wasn't aware that this is gonna happen. I know that you opened up to your parents about us the night before.
I came out to my parents the night before. I told them about that I'm in a relationship with someone I met in Siargao, and she's a woman, and that she lives in Antipolo. I didn't give them exact. I didn't give them your name. I didn't give them your other information. I just thought it was irrelevant because I was trying to tell them just about me, that I was coming out. And then calmly, I know they don't accept me, and that they were thinking that this was just a phase. But I'm glad that it ended in a calm way. I didn't get tossed out of the house. The next day, I told them that I was going to Antipolo to to go with you and to visit where the yung paglibing kay Chedi, which is our Rakiti.
Mhm.
And at the time at the house, they were just saying that hindi ka pupunta doon. Papahuntingan down ko yung si Rose. And it was in a joking way, but I was firm with them na okay, aalis ako. Uuwi ako mamayang gabi. Ito yung gagawin ko, ito yung kasama ko, that's it. So, we prepared to go to South Park, Ayala Mall to get to get the saliva test. Because we had plans to go to La Union after a few days. And then after the saliva test, I was about to leave. I told my sister na, saan ka pupunta? Mag-grocery ka daw. Puntahan ko si Rose, magkikita kami. Antipolo, all that. So my sister decided to call up my mom and told her na, mami, paano yan aalis si Bea? And then that's what my mom started to, to tell me na pag aalis ka, huwag ka na umuwi, mag-apply ka na ng trabaho, tumigil ka na sa pag-aaral, umuwalay ka na sa bahay. Pag umalis ka, papapulis kita, i-report kita as missing person, mapapahamak pa si Rose. And just kept going on. And I knew na if I stayed there, even if hindi ako pumunta sa'yo, I know na even if talagang nagstay ako doon, I would be forced to go back. I would be forced to go back sa isasakay nila ako sa car and to go home, or magkakaroon pa ng commotion dun sa mall, and I just wanted to leave. I didn't feel safe. Dun to answer na hindi ko naman plinano na talaga maglalayas ako ng bahay or to not come back na umabot sa ganitong situation. I thought na I know that there was a possibility na ganun yung magiging reaction nila and that I have to leave and that this would be their reaction. And I thought this would just be temporary. I thought na this situation would be temporary, na mainit lang yung ulo nila ngayon, which is one of the reasons kung bakit but feeling ko hindi ko kaya umuwi that night dahil nga hindi safe. So I thought nga na temporary lang yung situation. I didn't think na aabot pa siya almost a week with all the threats, yung pag-harass. That was not part of my plan.
Yeah, so I understand again your family, but I think your desperate measures are already illegal at this point. You ask around, you even ask our neighbor to disclose the plate number of the car that I am using.
Then they were getting access to monitoring yung like outside of your house. Like
Yeah.
they knew when nandun yung car, when wala yung car.
Yeah. So knowing this, we do not feel safe right now for my mom and my sister who do not have any involvement in this. You see, one thing's for sure, these steps are illegal, and everything are recorded. I'm not saying anything against you, but I don't know how much longer I can tolerate what's going on, and I just want to clear this out. Myself, Bea, she's 22. She's not 15 years old. She's not 7 years old. I think she's mentally capable, and she has her education. If she wants to leave the house, even if I'm not with her, that's her choice. I don't see anything wrong with that. Now if she wants to talk to you, I believe she already talked to you so many times. That's her plan. She wants to leave the house. If she says she doesn't want any connection with your family, that's her decision. It's not mine. Until such time that maybe she kind of warms up to you again. I don't know. I hope You can mend whatever conflicts you guys have had, and of course that's all we wanted. But for now, we have to respect her decision. If right now Bea wants to leave the car and go someplace else and would not tell me where she wants to go, I will respect her decision as well. Of course, that's not what I want. But Bea, if I'm forcing you right now, I'm telling here, everyone, you can leave. You can leave right now. You can take a taxi or book Grab. You can leave anytime. I'm here. I'm not taking you. I'm not holding you or trying to. So that's pretty clear. Okay. So whatever word you tell the authorities, you are manipulating people.
Not even just the authorities, but even our family members. That I know they've tried to contact me, and I've told them my side, but it feels as though they just keep believing what you're trying to say, and it's starting to get scary to know the extent of where the actions they're gonna take based on the stories you're trying to tell them, to which to an extent. I feel like I've explained so many times that I'm safe, that I'm okay. I've talked to so many people. I've had video calls. I've made appearances. I'm out. I'm in public. But you're still continuing this narrative that I'm being held captive, that I'm being illegally detained.
Yeah. So if there is really a probable cause to your allegation, go ahead. Because right now we have a lot of proof, all screenshots, and we've been also consulting with the lawyer. That's why we're not doing any steps, because we don't want to make any mistakes here. But it's important for us to make this video, not to cause any further conflicts. But we are, like I said, I don't think I'm even in the consideration here. You can convince Bea if she wants to go home to see you, but I cannot force her. Otherwise we can have a fight of our own and she can just leave. I just, let her make a decision of her own. I don't think I'm in any position to dictate to her what she has to do. Yeah, it's been very stressful.
Very.
And I have my business. I have to work also in the evenings. I had to help provide for us accommodation, the food, and the gasoline,
Clothes.
These things I'm willing to to do to keep Bea safe, and not on the streets. But as any time that she wants to go home, even I can bring her to you if that's what she decides to do. But for now, please, let's all respect her decision. She's not gonna go to a wrong direction. She will continue her studies, I believe. She will continue. I think that's the most important thing. She has, this semester and the next, she's gonna finish, her schooling
I'm gonna start
this
working.
August. And if she wants to work in the time being, she can do that as well. I work myself. I work when I was in college, to finance for some of my expenses. So I don't have any doubt that Bea can also do the same thing. And I'm also gonna be here to, make sure that she's gonna be all right. If we ever need help, for sure, we will ask for help from families and friends.
And I've already started applying for work. I've already found, because I know one concern maybe is that if I do start working, I'm gonna have to stop studying, which I have to stop yung progress ko towards the job or the career na I want. But I can assure you there are a lot of jobs out there right now that are work from home, medical field related, and it pays well. Yeah, it pays.
Yeah.
So
Anyway,
there's still a way for me to earn and continue my studies and gain experience that will help me in my future studies.
okay. So, we're done here. Okay. Well, that's it. Thank you, and I hope it sends the message across to the people, to her family. We mean no harm. No, we'll always be, safe in each other's arms, and maybe try to make an arrangement if you really want to see her sometime in the future, and when she's ready to see you as well, and and just see them and be okay. Alright.
I've been sorry. I just want to say I've been very open since the beginning of this situation. I'm open to talking to anyone. I'm open to calls, to video calls. Lately, I've been having a hard time because the calls and the messages just keep coming in. Sabay-sabay sila, and I have to answer everyone, even if it's through chat, even if it's through message, because if I don't answer them or call them back agad, they're just gonna worry some more. So I started with messaging everyone of my situation, of what happened that day, nung Monday, and that I'm okay and that I'm safe, that I'm with Rose, and that I trust Rose. This okay, I just want to say na Rose, I feel like I know you and that I can really trust you. This isn't just a random person, or this isn't just a person na I met like nung isang araw lang. Hindi. I trust her. I feel safe with Rose. And I know I have other people in my life. I have my friends. I feel like I'm safe too, but I know that they might not have the capacity to go through what we're going through now. So,
Okay.
that's about it.